What's that playing on the radio? Why is that swaying to and fro? I have never heard that song before, but if I don't hear it anymore, it's still familiar to me. Sends a thrill right through me, 'cause those chords remind me of the night that I first fell in love too. Those magic changes, my heart arranges a melody that's never the same, a melody that's calling your name and begs you, please come back to me, please return to me, don't go again, or make them play again. The music I wanna hear is once again. Those Magic Changes by American rock and roll group Sha Na Na. It was featured in the movie Grease and also appears on the soundtrack. Personally, I've always loved the soundtrack of Grease. Can't help it. And definitely this song. It always kind of jumped out to me because of, well, probably because of the vocals. They're really powerful for whatever reason. And actually, in the whole song, that's probably also the biggest challenge, to sing it. They do it in the key of C. For most males, that might be too high. So I chose to do the lesson in the key of C, but also in the key of G. If it's too low, then you can always capo it up a little and match it with your vocal range. So, 2 keys to look at. The progression is, of course, relatively speaking, the same. It is like 4 chords, 4 measures, all the way through, until the very end. And what you have is going from chord 1 to 6, to 4 to 5. In C you already slide from C to A minor to F to G, G7. In the key of G, that would be from G to E minor, C major, and D, or D7, if you will. Yes? So that's not going to be a big of a deal. Like I said, at the very end of the song there is one chord all of a sudden in the outro, which is for the key of C, not so easy, because it is a B flat, which you can play down here or up here. I prefer this one. You can move it up there and end it like so. In the key of G it would be F. So actually key of G might be a tad easier to play this. So a thing that we're going to, I always believe, even when a song is like a 4-chord song, you can, strum your way through it using, speed of 8s pattern, folk strum, rock strum, whatever. But there is a little bit more to it, especially if you play by yourself. Be your own bass player, be your own drummer, or anything. And in this case, it is very nice to add passing bass notes, for example. Like going from C to A minor, you would pass the B in the bass. There. Or from A minor to F, you pass G in the bass on your way down to F. When you get to G, G7, and you go back to chord 1, C major, you have this ascending bass line. Those things do make a difference in how a song comes across, I believe. So we, of course, take a look at that also in the other key. It's applicable for that one as well. You see it works a tad better, I guess. Another thing, the strumming, you do hear this in the original recording. So we take a look at that as well. So it's basically on B2. The strumming really remains the same. It's like bass note, you have this roll which is on 1, and then this roll, you just drag your pick across the strings on B2, and then from there you just finish the measure. So you get a bass roll up, up, down, up, bass roll up, down, up, bass roll up, down, up, and so on. You can even, at least in the beginning, maybe palm mute it there a little bit. Something like that, and then you can do quite a bit more with 4 chords in my opinion. Anyway, like I said, we take a look at all that, and then I'd say sing it. Like I said, the biggest challenge in this one probably, we'll see. So if you would like to learn it, learn more about all those little details, then check it out at Total Guitars. It's in the target program there, so feel free to jump in.